Hey everyone, John here from TestPrepInsight.com, and today I'm going to be covering our review of Khan Academy's digital SAT prep course. I'm going to discuss how this course works, the pros, cons, and how Khan Academy stacks up to Kaplan, which is arguably the most popular SAT prep provider on the market. But before we dive right in, just as a heads up, since I'm just going to be covering the major highlights in this video, if you find you need some more detail at any point, you can always check out our full detailed written review of Khan Academy over on our website. An easy way to get there is just to Google Test Prep Insight, Khan Academy SAT Prep Review. Alright, so right out of the gate here, let's discuss how the Khan Academy digital SAT prep course works. And the first thing to note here is that it's completely free to sign up with Khan Academy. You don't have to pay $1, which is obviously awesome. Now, as for the course itself, it's divided into two overarching sections, math and reading and writing. Within the math section, there are 12 learning units, and for the reading and writing section, there are 4 units. And then breaking it down further within each unit, there are anywhere from, call it 5 to 15 lessons, each covering a different topic. Think exponents, nonlinear functions, solving quadratic equations, things like that. And each of these lessons consists of a series of text explanations, short videos, and quizzes. Then, once you complete the lessons within a unit, there's a final test in which you can earn mastery points to ensure that you've mastered the topics covered in that learning unit. All in all, it's a pretty straightforward course that's easy to follow and navigate. Alright, so now that we've covered that, let's discuss how Khan Academy's lessons and study materials compare to Kaplan's. That way you can kind of get a feel for the big differences between these two prep companies and decide which one to go with to help you prep for the digital SAT. So first up, Kaplan definitely gets the win when it comes to video lessons. To be honest, I wasn't really that impressed by Khan Academy's videos. Now don't get me wrong, the substantive material and strategies are on point. I'm more so referring to the fact that the videos essentially look like a PowerPoint presentation from the 90s and aren't really that engaging. This is in contrast to the video lessons from Kaplan, which are the exact opposite. The Kaplan instructors actually appear on screen and they teach the lesson in a very conversational manner. It kind of feels like a private lesson with an experienced tutor. But anyway, as the instructor speaks, animations, graphics, and text appear around them on screen to help with material retention. So overall, I just think this format makes for a very engaging lesson that really grabs and holds your attention. In fact, I actually think Kaplan has the best video lessons in the entire SAT prep industry. They're just flat out awesome. And by the way, if you want to see some examples of these Kaplan video lessons that I'm talking about, make sure to check out our website. Again, that's testprepinsight.com. I'll have it linked down below in the description for you. I have a bunch of screenshots and examples over there for you to check out so you can get a better feel for what I'm talking about. But anyway, next up, Kaplan also gets the win when it comes to live classes. And really, this is an easy call considering that Khan Academy doesn't offer any live classes, let alone office hours or webinars or anything like that. So honestly, if you're the type of student that prefers learning via live instruction so you can interact with other test takers or ask your instructor questions in real time, then Kaplan is obviously going to have the edge here. Alright, so next up, let's talk about practice tests. So when you sign up for the Khan Academy SAT course, you get access to 1 full-length practice test, whereas with Kaplan, you get access to 2 full-length practice tests. And I know what you're probably thinking. Really? That's only 1 more. Well, the truth is that taking practice tests and reviewing answers is often where students achieve their biggest breakthroughs. So the fact that you get 1 more dry run with Kaplan is actually a pretty big deal. Not only does taking additional practice tests help you identify areas of weakness so you can adjust your study plan accordingly, but it also builds familiarity with the test format and timing, reducing your anxiety and boosting your confidence for the actual exam. Okay, and last up, I know this might not be a big deal for some students, but Kaplan also offers its students an exclusive digital SAT practice book that you can study anytime and anywhere. With Khan Academy, there are no printed materials. It's all online. So bottom line, if you're busy with sports or extracurriculars, or maybe you've got a part-time job and you need the ability to flex around your SAT prep, the printed study materials from Kaplan definitely come in handy. Alright, so those are the major wins for Kaplan. Video lessons, live classes, practice tests, and prep books. So now let's turn the tables and talk about the major advantages in favor of Khan Academy. And the first one is pretty obvious, pricing. Khan Academy is completely free while the Kaplan digital SAT course costs. But to be fair here, Kaplan's on-demand course is actually pretty affordable. It carries an MSRP of $200, which on its own isn't terrible, but even with that, Kaplan still typically offers sales and special promotions year-round. So be sure to check the description below for coupon codes. I'll drop any current discounts and deals that I can find down there for you. I usually see them offer at least 10% off, dropping the true net price of their on-demand course down to around $180. And then second, I like that Khan Academy is endorsed by College Board, the company responsible for the digital SAT. So in effect, this means that the practice test that I mentioned earlier is from the actual creators of the exam. Or to put it differently, the practice test from Khan Academy is about as realistic as it gets, while the practice tests from Kaplan are created by their team of in-house experts. It's still close to the real thing, but not quite as realistic as Khan Academy's practice test. But anyway, that's how the digital SAT courses from both companies compare. By this point, I think it's pretty clear that I think Kaplan offers the superior prep course. I like Khan Academy for the free resource that it is, but Kaplan just beats Khan in pretty much every important category. Quality of video lessons, live classes, volume of practice questions and tests, prep books, you name it. So if you're serious about scoring high on the digital SAT, I would highly recommend paying for Kaplan's course. In the end, I really just view Khan Academy as a nice supplementary study tool. You can sign up for free and just complete the lessons that cover topics you're struggling to grasp. At least that's what I would do. But anyway, that's all I've got for you. I hope this video has been helpful and you learned a little something about Khan Academy. If so, please return the favor by subscribing to our channel, liking this video, and drop me a quick comment below. That would be really appreciated. And again, if you want to see that full detailed written review of Khan Academy that I mentioned earlier in this video, just hop on over to our website. Again, that's testprepinsight.com, or you can check out the other videos we have on our YouTube channel. We've got a bunch of great content out there. And last thing, real quick, before I sign off, I should mention that since you're studying for the digital SAT, every single month here at Test Prep Insight, we actually give away a free prep course to one lucky person. It's super simple to enter and everyone is eligible. I'll put all the details down below in the description on how to get entered, but just know it takes like 10 seconds and hey, you never know, you could win a totally free SAT prep course. But anyways, I hope this video was helpful and I'll see you in the next one.